Released in 2004 for the original Xbox and PlayStation 2, Crash Twinsanity is a 3D open Crash game that was released 3 years after Wrath of Cortex. If you don't recall from my Wrath of Cortex video, Wrath of Cortex turned out the way it did because of a 12-month deadline. So you would assume that because Twinsanity was released 3 years later, maybe Traveler's Tales was given more time to make the game better. No! The game started out as Crash Bandicoot Evolution, but that didn't happen because the first Ratchet & Clank game was released, and it was basically the Crash Bandicoot Evolution concept. So, that was scrapped, and a more comedic game was being worked on, which was what Twinsanity would end up becoming. It had even less time to develop Twinsanity, because they spent so much effort on Crash Bandicoot Evolution. Universal gave them a deadline of 2004. The game ended up being 1/3 of the game that Traveler's Tales wanted to make. Screw you, Universal. So, does Twinsanity hold up? Short answer, yes. Long answer, let's find out. The American box art was drawn by Jordan Rydchek, who also wrote this game. And the box art looks pretty good, although Europeans got a much more detailed render, which looks a little better in my opinion. Oh yeah, the Japanese box art got a different render, as expected. Coco was wandering around in the field of Insanity Island until Cortex pops out of a tree and stuns him, which leads to this.
Crash! Crash! Where are you, big brother? There's something weird going on in the bay! Come see!
So Cortex, Coco lures him into an area where Coco reveals herself to be Coco Cortex. And then they fight, which leads to the floor collapsing, where they get out and they get introduced to the worst characters in the whole game.
Feels good. I was
shut your ass up.
there. How are you fools?
These are the evil twins. Two bird-like creatures that want to destroy Cortex and rule over Insanity Island for a really uninteresting reason. And yes, that is their real names.
How are you fools? Before the awesome might of the evil twins.
No, I refuse to call them that. From now on, I'm gonna call them the Bad Bunch. So now Crash and Cortex have to team up to stop the Bad Bunch. And I think that helps it. Not to mention the game's humor. Jordan Rydchek is a genius. I'm just gonna say that right now. The humor in this game is so funny.
Well, the past few years have kind of been slow. Wrath of Cortex didn't do as well as we'd hoped, and... Fish?
Who has released me from my icy tomb? My, can it be? Crash and Cortex? I don't know whether to kiss you or kill you!
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Hell, Jordan even poked fun at Universal for practically ruining this game.
Come now, as we explore a new dimension!
It should have been 2 new dimensions, but we ran out of time.
To put it simply, Crash's controls are amazing. Heck, the unlockable moves from Crash Warped, unlike Wrath of Cortex, are unlocked when you start the game. Very good, Traveler's Tales. You deserve a cookie. The ball rolling from Wrath of Cortex was slightly improved. It's not that much better though. Next up, we have these type of stages where Crash carries Cortex around and stuff. And if you use the X and circle button, if we're going off the PS2 version's logic, you can throw him to activate switches for level design, which is pretty neat, I would say. Now here's my favorite of the Crash and Cortex combo moves. Snowboarding! These sections are so fun. And the music! I will mention the music later, but for now, trust me when I say it's good. You can also play as Cortex by himself, and you can play as his niece, Nina Cortex. Fun fact, Nina's first appearance wasn't in Twinsanity. It was actually in Crash Bandicoot Purple. The reason I didn't mention Nina in my Crash Purple review was because she was more a playable character or essential to the plot. So yeah. This is a gorgeous game. Unless you're stupid, you probably noticed that I'm using the widescreen feature. And I personally think it looks way better. Now don't get me wrong, the game is still as beautiful as Ariana Grande when you're playing in 4x3. But I don't know, playing it in widescreen just feels right. Let me just say that the music in Twinsanity is godly. It was composed by Spiral Mouth, and they did an amazing job. Just listen to them. At the end of the day, yes, I know this game is uneven. Yes, I know about the glitches. And yes, I know about all the cut content. But god dang it, I can't stop myself from liking this game. I love almost everything about it. If you want to play it, it's backwards compatible on the PS3 and the Xbox 360. So if you have the Xbox and PS2 version, play it on those consoles. So yeah, remember to check your mailbox.